Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run the counter. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass, it's Charles. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Penn State! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First down for this offense. Trying the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things that practice coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
The toss to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Get set. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kick kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Charles. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Penn State, 14. LSU, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping to run fix can slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Dropping back, it's Slater. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Charles. Going for it all. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Here we go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Unlock. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go right back to him. And he could not get loose on the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. You see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Toss sweep right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
325.
Back to pass, it's Charles. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'd tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They knock him down right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Flex, flex, flex. Cricket.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Penn State 35, LSU 0.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
29 Bills.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down. Makes the big mistake.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He now has 91 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
Jackrabbit.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D.
Flip. Ready, go.
Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
He's brought down at the 6-yard line. Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Cricket.
They run the reverse. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I like it. I like the play call. So many people get very conservative down in the red zone. Nice job of the offense. Get some speed on the perimeter. Try to make a play. Nice positive gain. I like that thought process, just a little bit different.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking for a man. It's Charles. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great